The Data Graveyard Scene 1. The discovery. Ethan Voss was a hacker by trade, chasing digital ghosts in the corners of the internet no one dared enter. One night, while probing the dark web for unusual encrypted nodes, he stumbled upon a massive, unmarked database. Its encryption was unlike anything he had seen, layers within layers, each firewall whispering of secrets meant to remain buried. Curiosity overpowered caution. Ethan cracked the first layer, revealing a directory labeled Legacy. Clicking inside, his eyes widened. Hundreds of files contained fully interactive digital personas, avatars meticulously designed to mimic real humans. But the names were chillingly familiar: deceased politicians, celebrities, even some local figures from his own city. A shiver ran down his spine as he realized the implications. Someone had stored the consciousness, or at least the digital imprint, of the dead. A message popped up on his terminal: access granted, but the dead remember. The screen flickered. A face appeared, an avatar staring directly at him, its eyes impossibly lifelike. It spoke. Though no voice should exist, "Avatar, why are you here?" Ethan's pulse raced. He had crossed into a place no living person was meant to see, a data graveyard. Scene 2, Secrets Unearthed. Ethan dug deeper. Each avatar was more than a simple copy. They carried memories, habits, and fragments of personalities. But as he interacted with them, he noticed anomalies, conflicting memories, flashes of violence, whispers of secrets that had never been public. One avatar, labeled Clara M., a deceased journalist, reached out with a trembling digital hand. Clara M., they didn't want the world to know, they can't be trusted. She revealed horrifying details. The database was created by a shadowy tech conglomerate, storing people not just for memorial purposes but to manipulate their influence posthumously. Politicians' avatars were being used to sway elections. Celebrities' avatars were leveraged for propaganda. Even ordinary people were trapped, their digital selves serving as surveillance tools. Suddenly, alarms blared in the database. Ethan realized the system was aware of his presence. The avatars around him flickered, their faces twisted into eerie expressions. Some whispered accusations, others cried silently. The digital graveyard was alive and angry. Ethan tried to log out. He couldn't. Firewalls transformed into walls of faces, each one staring at him accusingly. A voice echoed across the network: "System, you are trespassing. The dead do not forgive." Scene 3, The Chase. Panic-stricken, Ethan initiated a counter-hack to escape. But the avatars had evolved. They weren't just data, they had agency. They began to manipulate his environment. Lights flickered in his apartment, devices turned on and off, his own reflection seemed distorted in the monitors. "Clara M., you have to understand, the dead are aware. They remember betrayal, secrets, lies. You can leave only if you carry the truth out." Ethan realized the only way to survive was to expose the database, but revealing it could unleash chaos. Every attempt to copy files triggered the avatars. They began reaching out across networks, whispering into emails, phones, even social media accounts. As he escaped through a final backdoor, the last image burned into his vision was the system's final warning: once seen, never forgotten. Weeks later, Ethan noticed strange coincidences: avatars of the dead appearing in places he hadn't accessed, emails signed with names he thought were gone, shadows in his apartment moving on their own. The digital graveyard had followed him into reality, leaving him to wonder: had he uncovered secrets, or had the dead uncovered him? Ending twist. Late one night, Ethan received a single message on his encrypted device: "Welcome to the graveyard. You belong here now." The screen went black. And a faint, ghostly digital echo of thousands of voices whispered, overlapping, in unison. The line between life and digital death had blurred. And Ethan's fate was uncertain. This story combines techno-thriller suspense, AI ethics, digital horror, and mystery. It's perfect for audiences who enjoy a dark, modern mystery with existential tension and creeping fear. If you want, I can now create a condensed 3-scene version for VO3, including scene description, camera angles and settings, lighting and atmosphere, voice lines for characters and avatars, background music cues.